Yeah, this is some new shit I just wrote today. Let me go back. Proverbs 30:2 is a man whose soul has two heads, or should I say, his throne. He has a throne with two heads in a battle with himself. Proverbs 30:2. Surely I am more brutish than any man, and have not the understanding of a man. But see, that was his weakness. The fact that he was a brutish man, the most brutish man. He was the most knowledgeable man, the man with the most capability of survival. 30:3. I neither learn wisdom nor have I the knowledge of the holy. Holy meaning the spirit of love. He was a untamed soul with not the spirit of weakness. He was a king, some to speak. You know, he didn't have a bow down spirit. You know what I mean? 30:4. Who have ascended up into heaven, or descended, who have gathered the wind in his fist, who have bound the waters in a garment, who have established all the ends of the earth. What is his name, and what is his son's name? If thou canst tell. You know what I mean? See, the person that the story makes me think of is Joseph. His garment was the covenant of the nation of Israel. But the fact that I know it had two heads or two thrones may be the reason he ended up in Egypt. Other than Jesus, meaning in this psychosis of trapped history of the Jews, Proverbs 30:5, every word of God is pure. He is a shield unto that put their trust in him. See, people think putting your trust in God is a protection that they hit their knees and pray to him. See, the fact is, any person on their knees should have envy. Think about it. Crawling being a vicious element of war. There is several reasons why I know that Jesus is constantly crucified, humiliated, and sacrificed every Sunday. Hell, who wouldn't want to be God? You know what I mean? But like I said, also in that, you know what I mean? A person, look at him. If a person got that much persecution, you supposed to try to stand behind him. You know what I mean? 30:36. Add though not unto his words, lest he reprove thee and thou be found a liar. See, this being the element that most people bypass, and why the statement said, add though not words or be found a liar. That brutal man was only a cover, but he was also a tree, but his Lord was his root. You know what I mean? But he didn't know his land, so he needed a lord. You know what I mean? Just like a pirate got a bird on his shoulders. You know what I mean? So that being the reason, if words were added, he could not stand. Proverbs 30:7. Two things have I required of thee. Deny me them not before I die. Remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food covenants for me. These meaning basically show me I'm not a liar. Basically, the pain of a slave master, probably a male, no wife, and his house nigger, which was probably his son from a slave, and he wanted to die without persecution, lest I be full and deny thee and say, who is the Lord? Or lest I be poor and steal and take the name of my God in vain. He trying to get the shackles off of him before he died. Then in vain is the cover. Look back. I pour and steal and take the name of God. You know what I mean? Cut out in vain. You see what I'm saying? And then you will see him being a covenant thief. Now look back at the still, the name being the covenant. Then also think and also your and ask yourself, is the slave really the master? 30:10. Accuse not a servant until his master, lest he curse thee, and thou be found guilty, which is proof that my statement of him being a slave master, and that statement is a two-side story, like a man and woman. See, us as Africans are found guilty every day of eating better than Africans in Africa, but the farm is their persecution. Going on to say 30 and 11, there is a generation that curses their father and do not bless their mother, which is a lie, being rolled by the European Catholic, being rolled by the Roman Catholic Pope, the European prosperity, that Rome is the father and Africa is the mother, accepting charity. There is a generation that are pure in their own eyes, and yet is not washed from their filthiness, which is the other head of the dragon, or the man, or the thin line of spiritual warfare. Speaking of the master looking down on his slaves, Proverbs 30 and 13. There is a generation that, oh, how lofty are thy eyes, and their eyelids are lofted up, that being a cover to prevent war, or the man wooing a woman. But it is also a way for him to cover his ugliness in a time of need. Proof of him being afraid of persecution or war being the fact that he speaks of warnings in 30 and 14. There is a generation whose teeth are swords, and their jaw teeth as knives, to devour the poor from the earth, from off the earth. You know what I mean? And the need from among men, which is more proof of him being a slave master, talking to a slave, or becoming the farm animal, afraid of becoming the farm animal. Also, probably the father of a throne with no sons. This also being a statement that is linked to Isaiah, where it speaks of dwelling in safe environments, due to the fact of cities being the generation of slaves' teeth. You know, and then also with the sword, with the mouth of swords. Uh, Poor meaning in that who have to dwell, whites who have to dwell in the city. You know what I mean? With us, the monsters, motherfuckers they scared of. You see what I'm saying? Gang members and shit. But I know I got a lot of motherfucking sour puss ass, motherfucking hating ass, bitch ass, ungrateful ass, punk ass motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Trying to study and feast and trying to treat me like the female beast named nigger, when half of y'all niggas is bitches, cause half of you niggas done been had. Banged off too. And didn't give a fuck. Oh, that nigga crazy in the mother. For real.